So, Chapter 2, Performance. Performance about the feeling, then the accuracy support, so means the arrow pass, and then the speed test. Right, we start with the current strength of today. We have currently 24.7 Celsius in the shadow, so around 25 degrees. And we have only a humidity of 34%. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I have it at the right angle. So with the hornbow, since the ziyas are very thin, it likes to twist a little, so I just need to check if it's good. The benefit is that they twist in different directions, so the bottom and that, the other and that. And this is okay because it's a line in the middle. If it would go to the same side, don't shoot the bow. All right. Don't want to overdraw it. 28 is the blue rubber band. Oops. I think it's here. 3344. So it's correct. I think 33 pounds is fine for the measurements. There's a leaf in the way. So, then the Biocomposite. The speed test will be with a 28 inches draw length. So this will be then the value for calculating the arrow weight. No. Put it a bit more down. For the 28, 3538. 3538. And for 29, here, 3682. And top my 31. 4006. I provided you the drawing curves in the beginning of the video. If you go back, then you see it. They all draw very smoothly, so there's no stacking. You know, except for the Hornbow, of course, at 28 inches done. The Griffin. Oh, hold on. So. Oh, maybe here is better. 28. Oh, it's stronger today. 3988. Well, 29. 4306. And the max draw of this bow. $46.66. Okay, but this is not used for the speed test, so I double check the calculations here and we continue in a bit. All right, so I double checked the the arrow weights based on the strength of today. And for the hornbow, I switched to other arrows that have a weight of 324. I measured 317. And so this is quite close, very, very good indeed. For the Biocomposite, I have these ones. They have a weight of 497 grain. Calculated it's 440. But this is according to the recommendation of Bamboo Archery Table, and it's always a bit more and heavier weighted than it used to be. But since I do not have a recommendation from Csaba Grózer, I stay on the safe side, and that would be between 12 and 13 grain per pound. And so if I calculate 440 and have 497, we are on the good and correct side. And for the Griffin, these are arrows that I have upweighted yesterday to 388, 388 and 387. So 388 grain and calculated 360. So it's a bit over as well, but yeah, what can you do? Okay, so we have for each bow the correct arrow weight and arrows, and then we can continue. Okay, so since you have not seen this bow in close detail so far, I show you the handle. You see it's relatively steep, so there's a lot of distance between my little finger and the thumb. It's very thin from this point of view, so yeah, that's how it looks like. And yeah, relatively straight. Okay. So next draw 28. The bow feels very soft. It's only 33 pounds, yeah, so of course you can shoot this bow even if you haven't warmed up. It was a center shot, and in total very nice to shoot. So there is no vibration. One, no vibration, literally. So this is one of the very, very few bows that has no vibration. No. If you do cut or not, no vibration. Not at all. Yeah, you know, the limb topic. I'm always very careful that the limbs are aligned. Yeah. It's a very nice shooter. Center shot. This one a bit off. But as you can see, I'm doing the stalk style. Now I shoot forward, kata. Now focusing on the sound at release. So tack. Yeah, it's a light metallic sound. It's a group, but very precise. So once you have shot in yourself, yeah, it's a very precise shooter, and the handling is very good. Nevertheless, even if the handle is much different to all the others, this leather band here around, it's original, feels very good too. And the bending profile looks like this. And so from this point, the bow could have more this recurved shape, so it's more flat here. But on the other hand, Ralf could have achieved it if he has just got down here bad. This is all sinew, and the Biocomposite team, the Csaba Grózer team, prepares the sinew plates on a bigger scale. In this case, Ralf has extracted the sinews manually in a long working process. Csaba's team does it the same way, I'm very sure, but they do it once on a larger scale and then they cut it into pieces. This is how I think they do it, because this is then more effective. Ralf does it for every bow, so then he has the sinews and these layers, and maybe you can see it. Here's the wood, and above there are the sinews. And if he would have this recurved shape, he would have need to go down with the wood as well, and then the sinews would follow. In this case, he has just gone straight through. It's a bit easier to craft, and the result is also working. But the other shape is a little more beautiful. All right, and what you also can see is that if it's strung, the zia angle goes downwards, so it means there could be more potential if the zias would go up like this. If they would have another angle, that would be more effective as well. But the shooting is very good. The draw is very good too, so it's very straight. So it's a nice curve. There is no point where it's getting less or then suddenly you have this one. No, it's just smooth through. Yeah, so it's a smooth draw and a precise shooter as well. Now the Biocomposite bow with a little more than 35 pounds today. Show you the handle. You see as well, since I have made it more comfortable to shoot, the handle section got very bulky, but positive side effect. Before you only had this small area for as a counter area for stringing, and that makes the bow quite unstable if you do the step through method. And now it's better because you have more surface to lean on. So it has a benefit, but it's not looking nice. So. There's a lot of vibration afterwards. Yeah. So vibration is 1, 2, 3, 4, done. It's quite a lot. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Okay, but once you have shot in, it's working very nicely. I've just shot the bow a few days ago, and after a few shots, it was working very nice. But I now do the forward cutter before I had done sideways. Okay, now forward cutter. Overall, I think the arrow is a bit slow, potentially less than the 12 or 13 grain per pound would be working better. It's a group, not in the center, but a group. Didn't focus on the sound, I'll do it the next time. And there is a lot of weight in the hand. So weight of the hornbow is 500 and this is 530. The hornbow feels lighter, not vibrating at all, and here you have more mass that is swinging in the hand, and it feels different. So the hornbow feels more comfortable to shoot compared to the Biocomposite. Also we have extremely much more mass in the hand, in the Magyars, and if you compare these, yeah, okay, no? It's clear where it's coming from, but shooting wise, you can shoot precisely with this one as well. Having said that, I think that the Biocomposite go with lighter arrows as well. I now try these arrows that I will use for the Paragon bow as well. These have 388 grain, calculated to the draw strength of today. It would mean that it's nearly 11 grain per pound, and this is also quite much, I think. So I think it's better to use these ones. There are the new K-Nox on it from Vermilion Archery. As I said, I weighted the arrow yesterday. Shooting is not yet good, but it's because I need to shoot in myself for these arrows, so this combination. Yeah, next one will fit. So now a fourth round with the Biocomposite because I switched the arrows. And first time shooting, I think the sound is better, and so all the performance is better too. It's some kind of pang, so really remarkable. So and vibration got less too. So outcome, a heavier arrow is not always better. I learned that with the Simsek bow as well, so they have a certain range. Indeed, these arrows fly much better, so for this bow, a bit more than 35 pounds today, the 10 to 11 grain per pound is much better. So recommendation from my point of view is don't go more than with 11 grain per pound with this bow. Maybe 10 would work also. Shall we use the light ones? 317. That would be a little less than 10 grain per pound. They have 322, and so it's not 10 anymore, but I think it's less than 9, so I need to calculate. Tack! So the sound is quite high-pitched. No vibration after shot. Yeah, definitely. Also, the 324 would go. I think I should take the lightest ones, because otherwise the Biocomposite would get bad values for the speed test. And the arrows fly very nicely, so the lightweight is as well. So even less than 10 grain per pound is fine for this bow. So potentially it's 9 grain per pound, but I do not know. Also, and performance, very nice, but here the vibration stays. But if you use this lightweighted arrows between 9 and 11 something, grain per pound, this is totally fine, and you don't have vibration after the shot, so this is really cool. Okay, now the Paragon. I show you the handle fitting. So this is the nicest handle of all the 3 bows. You can see here it's not squarish. It has a very nice shape, so thinner on the bottom, a bit more than up, so that you have it nicely rounded with your index finger. Don't need much more space here, and yeah, it's very nice. The arrow path is protected with rayskin, and these arrows. 2 fletched ones, as you can see. Very nice sound, strikes the ear. Boom. The nicest sound here after shooting. Yeah. Second round. So always need to align the string after a few shots so that it's again in the middle. Since it's a non-contact bow, this happens with most of these bows of the sort, that the string after shooting gets a bit to the one or the other side. In my case, it's mainly because to this side, because I sometimes do this one, and so the string wanders a bit. So putting it back be good, but the limb does not twist. I'll show you afterwards. So here's where I need to get used to it. Yeah, and if I focus more on the shooting itself, it's better. Focusing on the vibration. Nothing. So after shooting there's no vibration, and here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's similar as with the Biocomposite. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is vibration. So the only one that does not have any vibration at all is the Hornbow. He's prepared with a bit of metal, so maybe this is the extra that provides a bit more calmness in this. But the Biocomposite and the laminated both have a little vibration if you just pull the string. So then you have this oscillation here. But after shooting, I don't feel anything. To prove it, I do it a 3rd time. Okay. So I wanted to show you. So yeah, sure, straight. There's glass fiber inside, and so nothing serious happens. This is like sliding a bit back and forth. No vibration after the shot. And the sound is boom. Yeah, so nice sound. Precise shooter, so once you have shot in, you know where to aim for, and this is then just fine. And so feeling is very good. You can see it's just a bit, but it's just that the string slides a bit, but the limb is not twisted. Okay, then speed test. We have the Hornbow and the 324 grain arrows. $164. 176. I'm sorry for the planes. $168. Now the Biocomposite with 35 pound and a bit and the 324 grain arrows makes it 9.7 or so grain per pound. And as well I pull up to 28, not more in this style. 171. It sounds like a pistol. Duplicated, 171. 169. Okay, now the Griffin with the 388 grain arrows. $168. $171. Duplicated. So it's quite similar to the Biocomposite. Evaluation of Chapter 2, Performance. The feeling. The draw is excellent for all, so no bow stacks. The Hornbow has only a max draw up to 28, and up to 28 it's just nice, so it just goes up nicely. Same with the Biocomposite and same with the Griffin. So all bows have a very nice draw, so there is no winner, they are all winner. So yeah, they're all. Vibration wise, after shot, no bow has vibration. We have found out that the Biocomposite vibrates if the arrow is too heavy. So if you use the weight between 9 and 11 grain per pound, the bow doesn't have any vibration after shot. But we have vibration for the Biocomposite and the Griffin if I just hold the bow and do not shoot and just pull the string a bit, then there is vibration, and it's equally long for both of them. The Hornbow doesn't have it even then. So vibration-wise, the Hornbow is the winner and the other are second place. So there is no one superior than the other. Accuracy. If you have shot in yourself, they are all accurate, even if the Hornbow has the widest arrow pass. So you can compensate for it. If you are used to the bow, then this is no topic. So they are all excellent, all winners. Speed, yeah. We have like this. The Biocomposite has 171, 171, 169. And the Griffin had 168, 171, 171. So the Biocomposite has, in average, 170.3, and the Griffin 170.0, and on the Hornbow 169.3. So these three bows are very close regarding speed. So again, 170.3. 170.0 and 169.3. What shall I say? But regarding to the numbers, the Biocomposite first place, then second with the Griffin, and third with the Hornbow, but they are very, very close. Right, this summarizes Chapter 2. And now let's continue with Chapter 3, and that is